Today's morning coffee vinyl side. Billy Idol, 1982. After leaving his band X to pursue a solo career, Billy, after a couple of false starts, found himself in New York City working with guitarist Steve Stevens on his debut solo LP. Building on their nascent relationship that was established when they were introduced by former Kiss manager Bill Aucoin, the songwriting partnership of Idol and Stevens would be one of the decade's most memorable, producing a series of hits across several albums that helped define the decade. Visually exciting and with a reputation for full-throated live performances, it was still the music that first caught my attention in 1982, and I can still remember the very first time I heard White Wedding, and I knew immediately it was something special. Being a serious-minded 13-year-old in 1982 and playing bass in several jazz and rock bands, I was slightly suspicious of Billy Idol when I first heard about him. UK-based punkers were traditionally antithetical to the rock that I had grown up on and loved, like AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, Rush, at least by their own telling. But what I didn't know was that Billy understood it differently. He knew everything they did had a through line right back to the Beatles and Stones, and, unlike his UK counterparts, placed himself proudly in that tradition. This was part of the reason he'd relocated to the USA. Well, my prejudice was short-lived, lasting all of 3 seconds as soon as the bass part of the groove kicked in. Played at high volume in a large sound-treated room with maybe 20 or 30 other kids, White Wedding had everything. Cool guitar, a thumping bass, groove for days, and a mysterious adult poetry of verboten subjects like virgin weddings and who knows what. We didn't. It was just cool. And Billy's vocal was perfectly accessible, punctuated by his signature snarl in all the right places. And as soon as the song finished, the tape was stopped and rewound. We played it for 15 minutes straight. It was transformative for almost everyone in the room as a shared experience. If you think you know the 80s because you have an 80s playlist, well, those playlists exist because of moments like these that were foundational to our generation's collective identities. Moments that were fundamental to our coming together and our coming of age. I can still remember the looks on the faces as we listened, seeing them doing their own calculus, integrating the music into their own identities, now forever changed by the experience.